Do you feel like your mind is racing in 1,000 different directions at once? You open 10 browser tabs, instinctively grab your phone, think about what you need from the grocery store, remember that bill you have to pay, and at the end of the day, the feeling is exhaustion, but it seems like nothing truly important actually got done. You are definitely not alone in this. Mental fog, that feeling of a tired brain, and the persistent lack of focus are becoming a silent epidemic in our digital age. It's frustrating, isn't it? But what if I told you there's a concrete way, practical steps you can start applying today to hit a reset button on your mind and bring back clarity? Stick with me for the next few minutes, because we're going to dive deep into this. That constant feeling of always being behind, desperately racing against the clock but without feeling like you're actually making progress. Sound familiar? The immense frustration of knowing exactly what needs to be done, that important task, that personal project, but simply not being able to muster the mental energy, the necessary concentration to start, or worse, to continue. Projects that drag on for weeks, months, brilliant ideas that emerge and then vanish like smoke for lack of attention to develop them. That important conversation you simply forgot to have, or that crucial detail that slipped your memory at the wrong moment. All of this gradually undermines your confidence in your own abilities. It affects your productivity at work, or in your studies, of course. But it goes beyond that. It impacts your relationships, your well-being, and let's be honest, it steals your happiness. Your mind in this state feels like an old radio, out of tune, crackling with the incessant noise of random thoughts, worries, distractions. A mental static that prevents you from hearing the clear, crisp melody of your own goals and intentions. It's like trying to navigate through dense fog without a compass and without seeing the stars. But here's the good news, the light at the end of this mental tunnel. Your brain isn't broken or permanently damaged. In the vast majority of cases, it's just overloaded, responding to a modern environment that constantly bombards us with stimuli, and perhaps a little misaligned with the habits and practices that truly foster concentration and clarity. The great news is that this is reversible. In this video together, we will uncover the practical path to escape this persistent mental fog. These aren't magic tricks or instant solutions that don't last, but rather powerful, actionable strategies, and most importantly, based on how our mind and brain actually work. The goal is clear: to give you the tools to regain control of your mental helm so you can navigate with clarity and purpose towards what truly matters to you. Let's transform that annoying mental static into crystal clear, powerful focus. Ready for this journey to clarity? So, let's get straight to the point. How can we, in practice, begin to dissipate this fog? I'm going to introduce you to a few fundamental techniques. Start by choosing one, the one that resonates most with you right now, and practice it consistently. The first technique is to cultivate what we call simplified mindfulness. I know the word might seem complex or even esoteric to some, but the essence is incredibly simple: training your mind to be where your body is, in the present moment. Our mind has a natural tendency to wander, jumping from the past to the future, ruminating on mistakes or worrying about what's to come. It's the so-called monkey mind, jumping from branch to branch without stopping. Mindfulness is the training to calm this monkey. And how to do this simply? Start with your breath. Set aside 1 to 5 minutes of your day. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you like, and just pay attention to the air entering and leaving your body. Feel the movement of your abdomen or chest. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently, without judgment, bring your attention back to your breath. That's it. Repeat as many times as necessary. The benefit? With regular practice, you start to reduce the background mental noise, increase your ability to notice when you're distracted, and gain more control over where your attention goes. It's like cleaning the windshield of your mind. Our second strategy is crucial in the digital age: taming digital distractions. Let's be honest, our smartphones and computers are incredible tools, but they are also masters of distraction. Every notification, every sound alert, every flashing red icon is designed to steal our attention, and the cost of this is high. Every time we're interrupted, even for just a few seconds, our mind takes a considerable amount of time to return to the previous level of concentration. This is the so-called context-switching cost. Multiply this by dozens of interruptions per day, and you have the perfect recipe for a lack of focus. The practical action here is to be intentional. First, audit your notifications. Turn off everything that isn't absolutely essential and urgent. Seriously, you don't need to know instantly when someone liked your photo or when a promotional email arrived. Second, set specific times to check emails, social media, or news. Outside of these times, resist the temptation. Third, use the features technology offers to your advantage. Use the focus or do not disturb mode on your phone or computer during periods of concentrated work. Consider using techniques like the Pomodoro method, working focused for 25 minutes followed by a short break, to train your brain to maintain concentration for blocks of time. The benefit is obvious and immense. You create islands of deep, uninterrupted work, reclaim precious hours of your day, and train your brain to resist the pull of instant gratification from distractions. The third key to clarity is precisely clarity through prioritization. Often, a lack of focus doesn't just come from external distractions, but from internal overload. When we have a mental or physical list of 20 tasks to do, the tendency is to feel so overwhelmed that we end up doing nothing. It's analysis paralysis or option overload. The solution: simplify and prioritize. Learn to say no to what isn't essential and focus on what truly matters. A simple and powerful technique is to ask yourself, right at the beginning of the day, what is the one most important thing I need to accomplish today to feel like my day was worthwhile? Identify that crucial task. If you have more energy, identify a maximum of 3 key tasks. Write them down and focus your primary energy on them before getting lost in smaller, less important tasks. You can use variations like the Eisenhower matrix, separating tasks by urgency and importance, but the principle is the same. Not everything carries the same weight. Focus on what generates the most impact. The benefit here is twofold. You direct your limited energy where it will yield the most results, and by completing these important tasks, you generate a powerful sense of progress and accomplishment, which in turn fuels your motivation and focus for the next day. It's about shifting from reactive mode to proactive mode. Less is often much more. And of course, we cannot ignore the foundation of everything, the body-mind axis. Your mental clarity is intrinsically linked to your physical health. It's no use trying to apply all the techniques in the world if you're constantly sleep-deprived, dehydrated, eating poorly, or living a sedentary life. Think of this as the basic maintenance for your brain's hardware. Ensure quality, restorative sleep. It's during sleep that the brain cleanses itself and consolidates memories. Stay hydrated. Dehydration directly affects cognitive function. Pay attention to your diet. Avoid excess sugar and processed foods, which can cause energy spikes and crashes and inflammation. And move your body. Regular physical activity improves blood flow to the brain, releases neurotransmitters linked to well-being and focus, and helps reduce stress. You don't need to become an Olympic athlete. A daily walk, some stretching, choosing stairs instead of the elevator. Small consistent changes make a huge difference in your ability to think clearly and maintain focus throughout the day. Take care of your machine. Now, take a deep breath. Imagine what it would be like to wake up in the morning, not with that feeling of heaviness and confusion, but with a clear mind, knowing exactly what your focus is for the day. Imagine yourself tackling your tasks, even the most challenging ones, with sharp concentration, feeling the flow of productive work. Imagine ending your day not with the frustration of what was left undone, but with the deep satisfaction of having directed your energy towards what truly matters, of having made progress on your goals. Imagine having more free time, more mental energy for your hobbies, for the people you love, simply because you've learned to manage your attention. This isn't a distant dream or reserved for a gifted few. It's entirely possible for you. Starting small, choosing just one of these techniques we shared, whether it's mindful breathing for a few minutes, turning off non-essential notifications, or identifying your single most important task of the day and applying it consistently day after day, you can begin to rewire your mind. You can, gradually but surely, step out of that mental fog and walk towards the bright light of clarity and focus. Believe in the power of small, consistent steps. And now I really want to hear your thoughts and your experience of all these strategies we discussed: simplified mindfulness, taming digital distractions, focused prioritization, or taking care of the body-mind axis. Which one do you feel you need to implement most in your life right now? Which one will you try first to start combating the lack of focus and mental fog? Or perhaps you already use another powerful technique that we didn't mention here. Please, share it down in the comments below. Reading each other's experiences and tips is incredibly valuable and can help many people who are watching and going through the exact same struggle. Your small contribution can make a big difference for someone else. And of course, if this video brought you some light, some clarity, or if you simply felt it was worth watching, please hit that like button right below. It helps me immensely to understand that this type of content is relevant and useful to you. And if you're not already part of our community, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos where we'll continue exploring ways to optimize our minds, our productivity, and our lives together. Don't forget to click the notification bell to be alerted whenever a new video goes live. Thank you so much for dedicating your time and attention until here. Always remember, regaining and maintaining your focus and mental clarity is a continuous journey, not a final destination you arrive at and are done. There will be better days and more challenging days. What matters is the intention and consistency. Start today with one small step. Be kind to yourself in the process and observe, with curiosity and patience, the transformation happen in your mind and in your life. Take care and see you in the next one.